Dave Palumbo here with an Rxmuscle special news update. Next week, Tuesday, January 30th, right here in Cape Coral, live in the Rxmuscle studios, the notorious Big Lenny. That's right, Big Lenny person will be in the studio for an exclusive one-on-one interview with Dave Palumbo. That's me, that's right, Dave Palumbo. He'll be here. I know he is billed as, he bills himself as the Platz of Abs. He's over 6 foot tall, 300 pounds. He's a man's man, a man's bodybuilder. He believes in mass and class and ripped, striated muscle. And we're gonna have him here exclusively on Rxmuscle.com. And it will be an interview for the ages. And the reason I'm doing this little preview on this is because a lot of you guys out there might not know who Lenny is. Lenny is a South Florida native. He competes every year at the Ruby Classic, the NPC Ruby Classic here in Florida. We've been covering that show. My photographer, Mike Sansevera, for years, put up a couple pictures. Big Lenny is probably the most entertaining guy on that stage every single year. He certainly gets more fanfare than whoever the guest poser might be, that's for sure. The crowds come from all over the place just to see Big Lenny, and he will be in studio. He's also part of a podcast radio show you might want to check out. I was listening to it the other day. It was kind of interesting. It's kind of a takeoff on my old the Whack Pack that I had, the Rxmuscle Whack Pack. They have their own Whack Pack over there in Delray Beach called the Delray Misfits. And they have their own podcast, and it's pretty entertaining actually. They make fun of pretty much everyone. So if you have very thin skin and you might be on their list, you might want to stay away from that. But I found it humorous, and so Big Lenny's going to be coming to town. I don't know exactly. I'm trying to field questions to ask him. I've been compiling my list of stuff to talk about with him. If anyone has suggestions and they want to submit them, you can send them over to me at huge285@AOL.com, and I will be more than happy to ask Big Lenny next Tuesday when he's in the studio for his live interview with me, one-on-one. It's kind of like Barbara Walters, Mike Tyson, it's in the same realm as that. Lenny actually was hospitalized recently, from what I understand. He had some kind of a heart arrhythmia. They're calling it an atrial flutter, and he was in and out of the hospital, I think, twice. And I know the doctors had told him to lay off, training, and I think he had to get a clean out off all his gear he was on, and I know he's not doing so well mentally. It's because he loves to train. Like I said, he's a bodybuilder's bodybuilder. He lives a lifestyle. He eats, he trains, he sleeps. He rests. He does his posing. And for Lenny not to be able to go do that, it's depressed him a little. So hopefully we'll get him in the studio. I'll get him remotivated, re-psyched up, and maybe I can even give him a little advice. We'll get him a couple of species nutrition supplements, get him on those. Maybe we can improve his health a little bit, especially omega lies. We got to get those, Lenny, we got to get your cholesterol down. We got to get you on some fiber lies. I know you pride yourself on the big abdomen, but we want to bring that down a little bit. I know people are making fun of the whole thing, saying that Lenny, who is coming to see Dave Palumbo, and he's got Palumboism, and it's all fun and dandy, and at the end of the day, however, we don't want Lenny to have any problems with his abdomen. We want to make sure we get all that waste out of there. So maybe Dave Palumbo could help Lenny bring a more svelte look to the stage. Because if we could bring his waist down about 15 inches or so, it's going to make his shoulders look enormous, and then he'll have that Jay Cutler taper that Jay brought to the stage. Because Lenny's a broad guy. He's got a lot of mass on his body. He's got tremendous conditioning, and I want to make sure that the guys down at the Ruby Classic every year get their money's worth out of Lenny. So I'm looking forward to him coming to town. Once again, he's a character of characters. I think our sport needs more personalities like Lenny, and we'll see him in studio next Tuesday, January 30th, 2018. And guys, keep it locked to Rxmuscle for all your Rxmuscle news updates. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys once again for helping us to get over 100,000 subscribers. And keep the ideas coming, because I got a lot of emails from you guys giving me ideas for shows and people we should interview. And look, I can't be everywhere all the time, so I appreciate the input from you guys, the viewers. I'm Dave Palumbo with an Rxmuscle news update. We'll see you next time.